good friend Joe Drilling.
Hello out there in Twitch land.
And I think Morbid Coffee's also hanging out.
Okay.
He's a yam. He's being a sweet potato tonight.
Yep. He's IPM.
So this is Genesis or Genesisn't. I'm gonna play some sort of Sodan and tell you if it's good or bad. Although I've listened to Jeff Gerstmann dunk on this game enough times on the Giant Bombcast that I have a feeling that I could probably call this one before we start. But
I think I know how. Oh, you know what? I confused this game with Sword of Vermilion.
yeah, Sword of Vermilion
apparently.
is I think considered kind of a classic in some circles.
Is it really?
I think so.
It's like it's one of those very old, sort of Dragon Quest One style RPGs that is like super grind heavy and like not terribly user friendly.
This is a real good title screen.
But now I know which game this is.
It's got
I
big
know which
sprites.
game both games are. I just confuse which one is which.
Yeah, it's got big sprites, so it's probably
There's a.
really good.
Oh yeah, every game with giant sprites is super
Right.
great.
Well, we looked at the Hall of Fame, so let's see here.
There's all these weird
I'll go
dragonfly
5
dragons.
lives. We'll start on normal, I guess.
I don't know
Let's
if you
start
even
to
want to.
begin. Should I be shirtless? Oh, I guess you just push left or right. You don't
Should you be
actually-
Conan or Red Sonja?
At the city's gate, as so foretold in the ancient lore, here stands the opening test. Enter now this dragon's door. Oh, I didn't have time. At the city's gate. We're going into the city. Also, you can see the box art below my face here. This is the Genesis box art. And if I do this, you can see an expanded version of the fantasy art in the middle. This is from the Amiga version of this game because this is a port of an Amiga game that came out in like 1988, I think.
So is that actually like
Genesis
Frank
version.
Frazetta art, or is it
Well,
just,
after that?
or is it just like meant to look like
I think
Frank
it's
Frazetta
just-
art?
Yeah, I think
Probably.
it's just supposed to look just a really bad ripoff of the Conan the Barbarian art. All right, so
Boris Vallejo,
can't turn
Frank
around. I can
Frazetta.
only walk forward and backstep.
This kind of reminds me of this old Taito arcade game called Gladiator, but like shittier.
Okay, I can adjust my jump height by how long I hold the button down. The A button appears to do nothing.
Well, if it
Okay.
was an Amiga game, Amiga joysticks only had one button,
All right.
so
Oh yeah. Okay, so if I hold B and push left and right, I can turn around.
nothing like making it really easy to turn around.
Yeah, but Joe, didn't you see how big these sprites are?
They're so big. Oh, I didn't change
man.
the name of this stream either. Should do
Yeah, I
that.
tried to log in, but I was having some problems. Oh no, that's bad news when somebody gets behind you. I guess. The skeleton is moving around a lot. I guess it's supposed to be the wind. What? Man, these dudes are rapier sponges.
So my question is that a rapier that she's wielding, or like a short? I guess it kind of is.
I don't know. She's
so
poking with it,
just-
so I assumed it was a rapier, although it could
So
be.
how did
it's just a
what
short
are what is Jeff Gerstmann's
I died.
continuing?
I don't think
sort of-
I don't think that he has a grudge against it necessarily. It's just a game that he has brought up a few times as being so for a short while they had one of their premium features was called the Old Games Show, and this was one that was occasionally added to the list of possible. Oh my goodness, this is wild.
I would like to point
It's
out to
occasionally, was
anybody
occasionally
watching
added
this.
to the poll.
I would like to point out to anybody watching
Fuck,
this
man.
that I did not choose this game for Eric. He chose it for
Nope,
himself.
it was just a game that I had recognized the title of while I was scrolling through the big list of Genesis games. I don't know if I'm supposed to have like a knockback or. Holy fuck, man!
This game is known for being real bad. So
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I feel like I gotta be missing some. Oh, okay, I can
I don't think you are.
jump over them, so that's good. That means I can at least get some spacing and. I got all these
let's
potions,
see.
but I don't know how to use them.
Maybe that's what the A button does.
It doesn't appear to do anything. I'm holding it and pushing direction buttons. I'm hitting A and B and A and C at the same time.
So the hero's name is Brodan,
Mm-hmm.
and his twin sister is Shardan.
Okay, so who's Sodan? Is that their father?
I
What's the lore for this game? I
guess.
need to know.
Set in a fictional medieval time, Lordan is ruler of the Northern Kingdom.
That was from Dark Souls, right?
No, yeah, I was gonna say Lordran is Dark Souls fucking ripped this game off. They're like, remember Sodan? They had that kingdom named Lodan. What if we added an R to it, and then maybe this is all canonical.
Zorus, an evil necromancer, is in his tower made of human bones,
Mm-hmm.
planning to make a second attempt to
tower,
overthrow Lordan. After his first attempt was defeated by Sodan, the hero.
Hmm.
Zorus studied ancient parchments where he learned to experiment with long-forgotten spells. His new knowledge enabled him to conjure all kinds of nightmarish creatures, which he sent marching towards Lordan's castle, leaving a path of death and destruction. To protect his twin children, son Brodan and daughter Shardan, Lordan arranged for them to be taken from the castle across the Cthul Mountains to the farthest corner of the land.
Mm-hmm.
And Lordan's defeat and death at Zora's hands, his children were raised by an old, bitter man who also trained them in the art of sword combat.
Sword.
Before they start their journey to defeat Zorus, the old man hands them over the sword of Sodan. Armed with the sword, they fight their way to Castle Cragamore and face the tyrannical Zorus. After they defeat Zorus, the people accept them as the true rulers and saviors of the land.
Mm-hmm. That's City Gates. All right, I put
Spoilers.
it on easy, so maybe we can make a little progress. I also picked shirtless dude. Maybe can you look up the controls maybe and give me an idea how I'm supposed to use these potions? Let's see if I hit up in the sword button, I can do like an overhead slam.
I do know that if you drink all of the potions at once, you die, and there's a message that says winners don't use drugs.
Okay.
I do know that because that's one of the more famous Easter eggs from this era.
Okay, so there must
But
be
let
a
me
way
see.
to drink potions then.
Yeah, yes.
You know, it's not a great
The
idea.
game facts page just says don't play this fucking game. I'm just kidding.
It's not a great idea to take on spearmen with a fucking short sword.
No, apparently in the Amiga version, the enemies don't come from both sides. They only come from one side.
Okay, well that would make it a lot easier, that's for sure.
Yeah. This guy says it's similar. The guy who wrote this fact says it's similar to Altered Beast, which, Jesus Christ, like.
This is, look, I don't like Altered Beast, really.
Right.
But this
Right.
is way worse than Altered Beast.
Pick the girl. She is faster and only causes slightly less damage, but is definitely the better choice according to this.
Okay.
A button. Okay, pause and then press the A button to select a potion, and then unpause and press A to drink the potion. B jump, C cut.
Okay.
Cut is how he described it. Right and B is to turn right, left and B is to turn left, forward and B is a short jump, forward and holding B is a long jump, down and C is a low thrust, forward and C is a thrust, and up and C is a chop. Woo! And then there's like a table of like what range these attacks work from, and it looks like everything is a medium range attack, and only the low thrust is a long range attack, and only the chop is a short range attack.
All right. Also, I just want to point out that this guy in the game is like a weird hobo version of the dude in the box art.
Right.
Also, he's not feeling real confident in his leg muscle definition because he put on his gym shorts before he. I think the artist may have taken some liberties when they painted him for the box art because. I'm on the city wall. Watch out for spikes.
Watch out for spiders.
Oh, there's a spike. I didn't get hit by that spike, even though it's running right through my toe. I guess maybe
let's see. Here we go.
Taking damage now.
You can hold 4 potions. You can hold 4 potions at once.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have more than 9 lives, and you can't skip levels 6 or 7. But apparently, if you have 4 Ethereum potions, which I don't know which one is which, but
I think that's the clear one. They just
yeah,
it said no effect. So, okay.
Yeah, by itself apparently it's no effect. But if you drink 4 of them at once, you skip the current level.
Oh.
Is
there a way to just skip all of the levels?
Yeah, turn the
Just
game
like
off.
turn it off, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't. Sometimes I play a bad game and I'm like, I can kind of see like I could see where somebody could play this and like it. I could see why somebody might have some fond memories of it. There's not even any fucking music in this game. Like
Poverty Game Night
one of the
says,
things
"What
you
the
want
fuck am
from
I
a Genesis
watching?"
game is the dope ass fucking dirty synth and
Right?
from
And the
the
bow
FM chip.
sound from
And it's
taking
yeah,
hits and
and
stuff.
there's
Yeah.
nothing in this, man.
Poverty Game Night says, "What the fuck am I watching?" The answer, Mr. Game Night, is Sword of Sodan on the Sega Genesis. And then he says, "What did these men's junk ever do to you?"
It's their only weak point.
Yeah. Same with watch out for traps, dude.
I,
Same with Mysterio in Spider-Man versus the Kingpin on the Sega CD. His weak point is getting punched in the dick over and over again.
wait, no, stop it.
That's a lot of games, actually. Isn't the final boss in Assassin's Creed 2? Isn't it the Pope, and you just like knee him in the nuts until he dies?
I
Yeah,
remember
so-
that.
yeah.
I had so much fun with that game.
There's just no.
Yeah, this is like this guy is Conan's non-union Mexican equivalent. That's one, by the way. We were talking about Simpsons. You used Simpsons quotes on Sunday when we were playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and
Enter battle.
that's one. That's one that I use a
In the
pretty
city
fair
streets, held fast in Zora's evil thrall through the. God damn it. In the city streets, dancing in the streets. Whoa.
amount. Poverty Game Night says Assassin's
Whoa.
Creed 2, the only game that let me stun lock the Pope. Wow, that thing looks like it shambled right out of Splatterhouse.
You didn't want nothing to do with me. Oh, these guys got axes. They're fucked.
I think what made the Assassin's Creed thing better was the fact that you had to pick him up every time you need him in the crotch, so you were literally picking him up to knee him in the crotch again over and over and over, not giving him time to rest.
Nice.
Uh-oh, spear guys. Nope, I want to jump. Stop. Nope, stop it. Okay. Just kill me.
So apparently, according to this FAQ, the advanced technique is to jump and chop at the same time. But
Just like real karate.
is that the secret?
Yes.
I mean, you are a karate a literal karate master. So I
You
believe
jump
you.
and chop, you always hit the head.
There's no. I can't believe there's no music in this game at all.
I think that was the limitation of the Amiga, and like I guess they were just too lazy to get someone to actually like
They
make
didn't just
music
have
for it.
some random like.
Yeah, they couldn't have just
altered
taken the
E
music from like
selectors to
yeah.
try to put over the top of this, or I think this was published by Sega, right?
No, published by EA.
Oh, EA, right. So what fantasy games did EA put out at that time? They must have had some.
I don't know. They did a whole. I mean, EA's OG output is pretty extensive, so.
This wasn't worth the effort. It's kind of how I feel playing this game. It doesn't really seem
It's
like
not worth the effort.
worth the effort.
In the beginning.
Oh, also, I realized I had it on my stream set to 30 frames per second because we're playing Battlegrounds, but I can bump that up now so that way anybody watching can really appreciate the.
Bump it up, Chris.
I mean, sometimes in fast-moving games like Sword of Sodan, if you stream at 30 frames per second, you get weird skips or the animation is messed up, so you want to do it at 60 frames per second. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. They could have taken music from fucking Pinball Construction Set and put it in this game. For who cares? Whatever.
Crew ball.
Riot EXE says, "Oh my goodness, this motherfucking game," and then big ups to Bluetooth keyboard stuttering. So I guess this was unintentional. But I read it that way anyways because I read it before I read the thing afterwards. Let's see. There are cheats on the GameFAQs site. It looks like. So let's see what we have here. Oh, sound. There's a sound test for all the music that isn't in this game. Apparently. There's also a level select code. So if before we're done, you want to see what the higher stages look like.
Oh yeah, absolutely, definitely, 100% do.
But yeah, if you have 4 gray potions and you drink them all at the same time, you go to the next level. If you have 1 potion of each color and you drink them at the same time, you die and get a message that says winners don't use drugs.
Yeah, her attack speed increases. It's very nice. All right, let's reset this. I'll reset this. And then...
Well, so wait, hang on. To get the... let's see. Hold down the buttons below on control pad. So you need 2 controllers.
Okay. Well,
so I don't know if your keyboard is set as a controller or not.
I might be able to do that.
Otherwise, you can. Yeah, there's a name you put in at the high score screen, and then when you're in the game, press start on controller 2 to skip the level. But you have to get something. You have to get a name on the high score table for it to work. So, yeah.
Wait, what was the skip again? I zoned out for a minute there.
You have to get a name on the high score table first.
Oh, I do have a name.
Well, but you didn't put in the.
Okay.
You didn't put in the name. There's like a specific name you have to enter on the high score table. That's like the first part of the code.
Okay, hang on. Well, let me. I could probably just die here, and I probably get on the code table. Whew.
Amiga 512K required to play this game.
And a joystick.
512 kilobytes. Man, that's... Where would you ever get that much space? I don't know if I mentioned this on the stream, but recently I was looking at micro SD cards for a couple of items I'm going to be bringing into my home soon. A really great viewer is sending me a European GameCube so I can get really high quality Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color footage and streams. And so I need to get like a homebrew loader. So I need a micro SD card for that, and I need to get a new one for my FrameMeister. So I was looking at, and I was like, man, if you told me as like a 13-year-old that someday I would be able to pay $6 for like 4 gigabytes on a thing the size of my pinky nail, I would have called you a goddamn liar. Like, my mind would have been blown. You know, it would have been like, how much storage? How small is the thing? And it's how much money? Like, it's a trip, you know.
Yeah, most people have more RAM in their computer than they had storage space.
Right.
Their first computer.
I need to get an SD card for the Switch eventually.
Yeah.
How else am I going to play Monster Hunter next month?
I didn't know you needed. Well, does it come with a small one, or it just has like internal?
No, I
memory?
don't feel like importing.
Gigabytes, I think.
Yeah, I don't feel like importing a physical copy, so I'm just going to download it from the Japanese eShop.
I need to get a bigger drive. Riot says stab him in the dick. That's the pro strat. So
it's the only strat.
Everybody watching the stream tonight is going to comment on you stabbing all these guys in the crotch. Yeah, I need to swap up my PS4 hard drive because it's like half a terabyte and half a terabyte, and it's full already. You know, it's like I have to delete. You know, and the weird thing, I feel really weird about it because I'm always like, what if I remove this game's update files, and then that game gets delisted or something, and then I can't play the game with all the bugs fixed and stuff. It's weird. The modern age is weird. Riot says he wasn't even joking. It's legit the best move in the game to just stab everybody in the dick.
That's how I got my chicken dinner and PlayerUnknown's too.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Right up to the guy and stabbed him in the dick.
Can you stab people in?
I don't think there's any knives in the game, so no, but you can smash him in the dick with a frying pan.
Nice.
So it's close enough.
And Riot says his PS4 hard drive is also filling up quick.
Yeah, I mean, 500 gigabytes is not anything these days.
Well, it's just weird. I mean, it's like, the game, the discs, the Blu-rays, a dual layer Blu-ray is like 8 gigs, and then it's like, I think I have like almost 100 gigs worth is like Batman Arkham City, or Arkham Knight, rather.
Gears 4 was taking up 120 gigabytes of space.
A quarter of that space is Doom.
Right, Doom is like 8
yeah,
gigs.
Doom is a shitload of that space too. I guess there's some controversy because the latest Doom update makes all the DLC free or something. Did I hear that correctly?
I don't know. Whoa, that guy
Yep.
left a bloody corpse behind.
They,
Zapped him.
I mean, the game's what, 2 years old now?
Can I
Year
please
old?
go
2016, so
Yeah, it's
it's
over
like
a
a
year
year and
old,
change.
and all the people that bought the season pass are mad now.
Like, what, they've been playing that stuff for a year, and they paid like $20 for it. So, like, I don't know.
Worst
deal with
part
it.
is most of the DLC is multiplayer shit, which nobody cared about
Oh,
anyway.
hey, dude, if you get that potion, you can skip a stage. You
Oh,
have 4.
I did. Okay. Yeah, but I don't want to fight these giant.
I don't know. Do
Do I
you?
poke these guys in the knee, or do I go still stand up and go dick again?
Riot says he only owns one physical game, Puyo Puyo Tetris. Though my roommate wanted to play the Uncharted game, so that's taking up like 100 gigs, and those are physicals. Yeah, yeah.
Tetris
Uncharted
is the
4
only
takes
game
up
you
a
need
lot of
to
space. Yeah, but I still haven't played Puyo Puyo Tetris actually, but I like both
Good.
of those things. So
Sega makes the best Tetris games.
In the land of the dead, here winds the hero's path, where ghouls and specters form to scream and howl their wrath above the rising storm.
they ripped that off from Vincent Price in Thriller. I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow, there is a storm. Zombies. This is Thriller. This is just the Thriller music video.
But still no song, right? Look, everybody, it's shitty Castlevania.
They do make a different grunting noise, and they also fire comes out of them when they die.
Yeah, why
Also, it
not?
looks like they might be shooting some kind of worm at me. You know what works really good against zombies, apparently? If you kneel down and
Stabbing
stab
them in the dick.
with a sword. Yeah.
Vampires too, but I heard you have to use an oak stake. That's the weakness of a vampire. You stab it in the dick with an
Everyone
oak
knows
stake.
zombies' brains are in their dick.
I guess I'm better off not fighting these guys and just jumping at them until they pass by me. Because they don't
Makes
seem
as
to be
much
doing
sense as
any
anything
damage to me.
else.
Well, when I kill them, the fire comes out and that hurts me. So if I just do this, they kill me and...
Riot says it's weird that Puyo Puyo Tetris is physical only. That is weird.
No,
To
it's
be
not.
honest.
Honestly,
Oh, for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
wasn't it like
That there's not a
only-
downloadable version of
For
that.
the Switch,
It's
it's
weird.
both.
Yeah,
Because I have the...
that's
Yeah.
some weird ass Sega thing. Like it was exclusive to Xbox One for like a year before that. So I don't
guess I
know
am
what they're
taking
doing
Sega
with it,
Switch.
but it's a great game if you can get your hands on it. I
I'll
just
just
really
say
like
Switch.
Sega developed Tetris games because they get Tetris. None of this
I don't know.
infinite spin bullshit.
You can infinite spin and play with it.
There's no infinite spin. I thought
I
there
think
had
there
to be.
is an
I thought there
infinite
has to.
spin,
Yeah, there
but
is.
It doesn't say
it's
that.
not as easy as something like Tetris DS, which
Yeah.
like that was a great game, but it was also this easy.
So in researching a video I made on Tetris at one point, there's actually like a weird set of rules that for the Tetris company to license Tetris to you, there are certain things that you have to do now, or they won't let you make a Tetris game, and Infinite Spin is one of those.
I
things.
know the Sega Tetris games
Okay,
focus
so
a
what's
lot
the
on.
password, Joe?
Let's see. If you
Does it
enter
help? 'Cause that's what I typed
HIN,
into the thing.
no, HINANP.
Okay, HIN. Also, this thing
ANP.
starts in the middle with
Huh.
HIN?
Yep. Hin. What is it? It's Hinamp. HINANP. Hinamp.
That's my favorite Windows music player.
Hinamp.
It really
Everybody
whips the
ripped
llama's
this
ass.
game off. Dark Souls, early MP3 player makers, Llamasoft. HINANP or M?
N as in Nancy.
Okay. There's also a copyright symbol in there, so
Just in case we need that.
yeah, I went the wrong way.
So
Also,
you know,
up takes you towards the bottom of the alphabet, and down takes you towards the top of the alphabet.
That's weird.
It's pretty
I do
standard.
know.
Okay,
Alright,
that's
so
it.
once you have Hinamp
Mhm.
in there, and then you say, so now when you start a new game, apparently, if you
Okay, so I hit
press
here.
start on controller 2, it will skip the stage that you're in.
Okay.
according to Game
All right,
FAQs.
well, we're gonna try.
Poverty
that.
Game Night says physical only is still a thing. Apparently so.
Options.
I actually, I'm weird about that shit. I almost always buy the physical version. And like at this point, the new Uncharted, like if you bought the season pass, you got it for free. But now they've delisted the season pass because it's like a $40 game. So it's $40 digital or physical. So I'm just gonna buy the physical version.
Are they still doing like the cardboard box version of Puyo Puyo Tetris for Switch, or no? Because I bought it as soon as they announced it.
I feel like if anybody here would know the answer to that question, it would be you.
The store only sells the box itself, like the game box, not the box with the keychains in it. And I don't know if that was like a first print only thing or not, but I haven't seen them anywhere else outside of like the first week. Like, I don't know if it was a pre-order thing or what, but I feel like I got mine ordering it after the game came out, so...
Doesn't appear to be working.
Well,
Pushing, I think I...
wouldn't be the first
sure
time
they said-
GameFAQs told me that a thing did a
sometimes these
thing,
things
and
are
it didn't do a
weird,
thing.
like, yeah, also sometimes entering codes is weird, and... I can check one. I can try one more time. Set config, port 2, keyboard, define, up, down, left, right, A, B, oops. Up, down, left, right, A, B, C. Let's put start on B this time.
The letter B?
Yeah, the letter B. B is for start. Start. Okay, that's it for Sword of Sodan. click. It's not doing anything, so... Yeah, that's Sword of Sodan. I don't know, man. This game is fucking terrible. It's every bit as bad as I'd heard it was.
So damn bad.
Yeah.
So damn bad.
Hey, as the #1 Dark Souls fan, I know you should be a little bit more respectful of the game that...
You so danning bad.
I'm doing pretty
Ladies
damn
and
good,
gentlemen,
sir.
heard Adam.
It's my
Also-
Parappa reference.
Sonia here has a really sweaty back when she spins around. She's got like a big wet spot just dripping down the back.
Easy.
So, I don't know. That's sort of Sodan. Genesis isn't any good. Genesis belongs in the trash. I don't know. There's a skeleton. The spites are real big. That's sort of Sodan. Jeff Gerstmann was right.
He tried to warn you.
Yeah.
Tracksuit, Mr. Tracksuit tried to warn you.
No, that's Jeff Gerstmann just represents Dr. Tracksuit.
Dr. Tracksuit, sorry.
Anyway.
Riot says you rapping awful.
Yeah, exactly. He's picking up when I'm laying down.
A Poverty Game that says he has nothing against physical games. He just thought everything had digital if it had physical, which I feel like
Most
that's
things-
not necessarily
most
true.
things
Most
do.
things do.
That's not true.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of things do, but I feel like there are definitely games that come out without a digital equivalent. But yeah, are we wrapping it up with this? Yeah, we'll be back in a minute. Yeah, we'll be back in a minute with either Fire Pro Wrestling World or PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Stick around to find out.
And if that gets boring, then we can do
Fire Pro never gets boring. How dare you?
Anyway, that's sort of Sodan.
Good night, everybody.
Think.